Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So we're doing some ultra-wide PC Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I have the privilege of obviously PlayStation VR2 and ultra-wide, and I do like to, switch back and forth. I also have the privilege of having two of these T-Flight HOTAS 1, which is for the PC and Xbox. And then T-Flight HOTAS 4, which is only for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. So I'm lucky enough that I have both of these flight sticks, one for the PlayStation VR2 and one for the PC. So this is an interesting airplane. I have never flown this airplane before, okay? And I'm not sure if this is a military airplane. I really haven't done much research on this plane. Okay, so just hold on. So just forgive me on that. It's a Airbus Defense and Space. It looks like a U.S. Air Force to me. A400M. Like I said, I don't know much about this plane, so you guys probably know more about it. It is big giant antenna. I don't know, it's like a surveillance type airplane. I don't know. Not sure really what this airplane is for. Okay, I'm guessing it's the U.S. Air Force. But what purpose? I don't know. So we were flying from Miami International all the way to Nashville International. Let's open this door, can we? Oh, wonderful. Oh, there we go. That's good. Okay, so let's see if this works. I have my T-Flight HOTAS 1 ready to go. Let's see if the parking brake works. It works. That's good. Let's take off. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Whoa. I have to tell you, this plane, it's a little bit tricky to fly, to be honest. Let me see something.
Miami Tower, November 77344, frequency change.
What's going on? Why is this? Hold on. I'm having some issues with my. Let's restart the flight. Not sure what the problem is. Did I correctly calibrate this
Miami Tower, November 77 tree
controller?
44 ready at runway 12, departure to the east.
Uh, okay. All right. Okay, let's do this again. Here we go. Let's see if this airplane will properly work now. There's some issues. I don't know what's going on. Let's keep going to the left and to the right. Not sure what's happening here. Yeah, this airplane, it's having some issues. I'm having some issues with this plane. Not sure what's going on.
Miami Tower, November 77 tree 44 frequency change.
Something's wrong with this airplane. Let's try a different airplane. Yeah, something's wrong with this airplane. I don't know what the problem is. It was working just fine on the PlayStation VR2. On the PlayStation VR2, this was working just fine. But on a PC, for some reason, I don't know, man, all kinds of issues. It's just like, you should see how wobbly it is. It just wobbles. Let's see. Let's try something else. Let's go with my favorite airplane. See if I can find it. Texture Aviation. Well, let's go with the Citation. This is a good one. Let's go with this one. It's a Longitude. Let's see. Do we have any issues now with this controller? Maybe something wrong with this controller. I don't know what's going on. At least they don't know what the deal is. Yeah.
Tower, Cessna November 77 tree 44 at runway 10 left ready for departure, north departure.
Okay, let's see. It keeps going to the left and right. I don't know why it's doing that. See? What the hell's going on? I need to check to see what's going on. Something's going on here. Something's not right. Something's definitely not right. And it's always the PC, right? It's funny how I never have these issues with uh, PlayStation VR2. It's always the PC. Always issues with the PC. Okay, let's look at the settings. Hold on. Switching flight model will affect the realistic behavior. No. Let me see. Not sure what the problem is, to be honest. Seems to be an issue with
Executive Tower, November 77 tree 44 at runway 9er ready for departure. Departing straight out.
rudders moving left and right. Like the left
November
rudder pulling it
77
to the
tree
left
44.
for some reason. I don't know, for some odd reason.
Departing straight out of
The
runway.
rudders are not
Cleared for
working
takeoff runway 9er.
properly. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. Let's try this again. See, it keeps pulling it to the left. Why? Don't pull it to the left. See this? There's something terribly wrong with this controller. Maybe I need to adjust the sensitivity. You know what it is? Maybe it's the sensitivity. I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, look at this. This is ridiculous. The sensitivity. This is not good. Yeah, it's not working good. Something's wrong. How do I adjust? Hold on. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Something is wrong here. Look at this. This is too fast. Look, it's just too fast. Look. Yeah, there's something wrong here. Terribly wrong. Like I knew it. I knew something was terribly wrong. It was so obvious. Oof. Okay, so sensitivity needs to be way down. Yeah. The sensitivity needs to be like way down, dude. Okay, so we have that sensitivity for left and right. What about sensitivity for up and down? Okay, let's bring it down. I knew right away that there was something wrong, but that's because I didn't calibrate it. Just to be properly calibrated. There you go. Oh yeah, this of course needs to be calibrated as well. Okay. Think we're good. Let's go back. Let's see how it is now. See how it works now. And the flight. Let's go with the same airplane that we used before. Okay. Uh, Airbus A400M. Okay, saving back. So let's see what happens now. Also, I want to look at the graphics. Hold on. Medium. Keep everything in medium. There we go. Balanced, medium. There we go. I'm just testing. I just want to see if it works.
Opa-laka Tower, November 7744. Altimeter straight out departure at runway 30.
Okay. See. It should be good now. See. Think we're good now. Think.
Opa-laka Tower, November 77344, frequency change.
Why is it doing that? Why it's wobbly? It's being so wobbly. Hold on.
Miami approach. November 77 tree 44 is type. 4 miles east of X-ray 46, 4100. Request flight following. November 77 tree 44, Miami approach. Squawk 0414. Squawk 0414, tree 44. Tree 44, radar contact 3 miles east of X-ray 46, 6000. Altimeter tree 001. Roger, tree 44. Tree 44, contact Miami Center on 12 tree decimal 775. Good day. Going to 12 tree
Keeps
decimal
doing that. Keeps
775. Tree
wobbling.
44.
November 7
I don't know why
tree
it's wobbling.
44, Miami Center, altimeter tree 001. Radar contact continue.
It's wobbling. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe maybe there's a conflict between
Tree 44,
maybe there's two
contact
different
Miami approach
controllers
on 1 tree
assigned with the same
decimal 775. Good day.
command. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, yeah, it's just didn't I just I thought I saved this. I didn't save it? Really? The hell? I thought I saved it. The hell? This doesn't make any sense. So how do I save this? Let me see now. But it's still wobbly.
Miami Center, November 77 tree 44, 7800.
November 77 tree 44, Miami Center, altimeter tree 001. Radar contact continue. Tree 44, contact Miami approach on 1 tree decimal 775. Good day.
1 tree decimal 775 for tree 44.
Yeah, there's something's wrong here. Yeah, it's not working well. Let me see if I use my gamepad. Yeah, this is just something's wrong here, dude. It's not good. Clearly, there's something wrong with this controller. Um, Welcome to PC. You see, this is exactly what I've been talking about. This only happens with a PC, you know. Okay, let's go to a marketplace. Let me see if my F-22 is there. Let me enable my. Why is this disabled? Let me enable F-22 Raptor. Why was it disabled? Makes no sense. CRJ, why is CRJ disabled? Shouldn't be disabled. Okay, Griffin should be enabled. All of these planes, they need to be enabled. Hold on, I'm waiting. Oh, great, it crashed. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's go to PlayStation VR 2. I mean, you guys see what I'm talking about. When it comes to PC, it's always the same old song. It's the same old song, always issues, always problems. Nothing ever works. Oh man. Look, it doesn't work. It's broken. Nothing. And then people say to me, why do you prefer consoles? Can't you see why? Can't you see why I prefer consoles? I mean, it's all documented here. You can see it. Now you know why I prefer consoles. It's just simple, man. It's just simple and easy to use. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just more simpler. It's simpler. Yeah, simpler. And I like when it's simpler. I don't like it when it's not simple. Or should we play some Call of Duty? I don't know. Maybe we should play some Call of Duty. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Um, look, look, I'm not saying that everyone will have a terrible experience with PC, but I know a lot of PC gamers, okay? And they all tell me, listen, and they love PC, okay? And they don't mind tweaking and calibrating and, optimizing their PCs and all that. They enjoy the process of it. But even they would tell me, man, it's annoying sometimes. There's always issues with this driver. You need this driver. Nothing it's plug and play, right? Like, this should be plug and play, right? This shouldn't be like some sort of like a physicist formula or something. This is not a rocket science at NASA. You know, we're not working at the Lockheed Martin. It's not like we have to like go through some sort of equations and formulas and whatnot. It should be a simple plug and play process. Well, with Windows and PC, it's not like that. It's never a simple plug and play process. It's always there's issues and problems. And look, I've been using PCs for a long time, but I always prefer consoles because they're just more simpler to use, you know. And look, this is not even a matter of an opinion. This is a matter of fact. I mean, I have receipts. I have receipts to prove to what I'm saying. I can back up what I'm saying. I can back it up. I can bring credibility to what I'm saying, you know, to show you that the PC it's a nightmare. For gaming, I'm talking about gaming. I'm not talking about PC as a personal computer. Of course, PC as a personal computer, there's so much you can do, of course. A lot of people work on the PC and that's their job. They're on the PC. Everyone's using a PC. People are making money on a personal computers. That's where they're working. They're working from a computer, working at home from a computer, right? So I'm not talking about a personal computer in that aspect. I'm talking about PC gaming. So don't get me wrong. There's a lot of positives with a PC. There's a lot of things you can do with a PC. I just mentioned you can work from home, make money, sure, which a lot of people do. But when it comes to gaming, PC gaming, it's just a complete nightmare. Nightmare. Nothing works out of the box. It's always some sort of a calibration. You have to calibrate this, you have to optimize this. You need a new drivers for this. You need a Windows update drivers for that. You need a new BIOS system to be updated. These are the old drivers, need the new drivers. These drivers are bad, they're not compatible. Your NVIDIA drivers are not compatible with this software, so you need to disable this and enable that. I mean, forget it. That's the issue with the PC gaming, man. It's just, it's just so complex and it's not a fun experience, you know, at least to me. I'm speaking obviously for myself. I can't really say that I had a great experience with PC. It's always been a nightmare. It's never been a simple experience where I can just say, "Hey, let me just kick back, relax, and enjoy." And my whole point about the consoles, it's exactly that. Consoles are designed for that reason, to be more simpler and easy to use. Press and play, easy, right out of the box. That's the whole point of a console. You know, PC gaming, it's a nightmare. Not to mention that it's expensive, but on top of it being expensive, it's just a complete nightmare. Okay. And here, yet another example on this live stream. Yet another example. Anyway, I don't know. I guess we'll come back and play some Call of Duty. Thank you guys for understanding. Thank you for watching. Yeah, you know, why should I bother with the PC version when I have a PlayStation VR 2 version? Easy, simple to use, right? It's common sense. All right, guys. I guess I'll come back and play some Call of Duty. It's been a while since I played Call of Duty. I have both Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. So I guess I'll come back with Call of Duty. And again, I'm not trying to like, you know, be a negative nanny when it comes to PC. I mean, clearly I'm using a PC, but PC gaming is just a nightmare for me versus consoles. Like I turn on my Nintendo Switch, man. It's so simple. I turn on my PlayStation 5. So simple, man. It's just easy to use. Simple. Press the PlayStation button, and it wakes up out of standby mode, and it's just so easier. You know, Same thing with Nintendo. It wakes up out of the standby mode. It's so easier. You know, I mean, consoles are just easier. That's a fact. PC gaming with the Windows and Windows updates and NVIDIA drivers, AMD drivers, and all this other driver this, driver that, a nightmare. I'm hoping that Forza Horizon 6 will work fine. I hope that I won't have any issues with Forza Horizon 6 because, I'll be playing it on a PC. So I'm hoping, but I have a feeling that I will have issues with Forza Horizon 6. Look, I just accept it. I just accept the fact that I will have issues with Forza Horizon 6. I'm just accepting it. Anyway, we weren't able to load all options. Try again later. Oh God, you see what it says? See what it says right there? We weren't able to load all options. Try again later. And this is why I miss uh, Stadia. This is why I miss cloud gaming. Another benefit of a cloud gaming. I know it's on the internet, click and play right away, dude. That's the beauty about the cloud gaming as well. Well, you saw me play Halo 5 Guardians, and you saw how simple that is. Click and play right away, right? Oh man, cloud. It's certainly. I think the cloud will be the future. There's no question about it. I still believe in that. I still believe that the cloud will be the future. And why? Because of this. Because of this kind of headache that you have to deal with. Well, I'll give you one reason. Because of everything's so expensive. You're gonna pay $900 for a PS5 Pro plus tax. That's $1,000. Let's just put it out. Before I go, because I'll come back later. We'll play something else. But there's something I need to say. Let's just circle it for what it is. In order for you to buy a PS5 Pro, you will need $1,000. Okay. In order for you to buy a 2 terabyte Xbox Series X, you will need $800 plus tax, close to $900. And don't even get me started with the PC. PC, it's a whole different ballgame. The GPUs are skyrocketing through the roof. Memory RAM, SSD, solid state drive, all that stuff. You add all that. Uh, yo. So this is where I believe cloud gaming will become the future. And I think NVIDIA already knows that with the GeForce Now. Why do you think they're investing so much into GeForce Now? Because I think NVIDIA understands that's where the future is. And I'm telling you, cloud will be the future. Cloud gaming is going to be the future. Why? Because it's simple, click and play right away. Google Stadia certainly have failed as a service, but the one thing that Google Stadia showed to us, it showed us that this is going to be the future. And it is going to be the future, especially with everything so being expensive. Absolutely, cloud gaming will be the way to go, where majority of people will say, well, if I can just turn on my TV and play, I don't need to waste thousands of dollars in buying these consoles and all these PC components, GPUs that cost $3,000, right? I'm telling you, cloud will be the future. I don't think I was wrong about that. You remember, I made a prediction by 2030 or possibly 2031. I think the cloud will become standard. And you just look at GeForce Now. Look how popular GeForce Now is. Uh, Absolutely. The only problem with NVIDIA is the fact that they're greedy, but that's a whole different subject. They're greedy, so that's a whole different, you know, subject to talk about. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'll be back. We'll play some Call of Duty. All right, we'll talk more about this. You know, okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Okay, I'll be right back.